All right, folks. Sorry for a bit of a delay in the broadcast here. My partner up in the booth was a little slow finishing his lunch, but we're now broadcasting live from the 12:30 draw at the 2017 Direct Horizontal Drilling Fall Classic. Thanks so much for joining us. Our feature sheet is featuring our friends all the way from China, Ryu Liu versus Jason Ackerman. So thanks so much for joining us. We have a bunch of games going here this afternoon. On sheet one, we have Team Adam Casey versus Team Ted Appleman. Sheet two, we have Team Kevin Cooey versus Team Norjit. I'm getting hugged from behind by none other than Miss Tiffany Odegaard, I believe. If it's not Tiff, I'm not sure who's hugging me, but felt nice. On sheet three, we have Team John Morris versus Team Slaczynski. On sheet five, we have Team Morizumi versus Team Kim. And on sheet six, right in front of me, we have Team Laycock versus Team Kim. So thanks, everybody, for joining us. We hope to see you down here this weekend. We are here every day, all day, including into the wee hours in the morning. So please come down and join us. So yeah, pretty open first end here. Looks like it's setting up for a blank here as the teams get used to the ice conditions. Just kind of feeling each other out here in the first end.
Yep. Good. Let's toss.
Good toss. Good toss.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 不打，不打，不打，不打，不打，我，whoa, whoa, 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 停上面，停上面，停上去，停上去，停上去，停上去。
Pretty straightforward end here. I would expect them to throw her up and down, resulting in a blank, and probably see a little more action in the second end.
Wait. Let's toss. 4-5，这儿就行，都行。到刷子4-5。2。哦。 力量，hard。我。能，你头上面你经营就行，搭在人边儿，给他有个角。这边旋不来。啊！中间。往这边。对。
All right, folks, sorry, I'm back now. I was just saying hi to some friends I haven't seen in a little bit. So, yeah, still pretty wide open end here. Just feeling each other out, playing her up and down. Pretty good spot there for the draw. Makes them play a little bit wider out there, which is always a little trickier.
Okay, normal, guys. Made a big jump halfway down. I was a little worried. Good sweep. They made a big jump halfway down.
Just like in our earlier game, boys are a little surprised by some of the curl out there. So kudos to our ice maker Kevin, and kudos to me for doing such a fine job nipping out there before this game.
Okay, I gotta stop promoting yourself too much here. Hello?
Welcome back, Chris. Nice to have you back on the broadcast.
I hear you're pumping your tires too much, so...
Well, somebody's got to pump them, because if I don't, nobody usually does, so...
So if the ice is bad, we can blame you too?
No, if the ice is bad, it's your fault for asking me to do that. I've heard lots of good comments, so, about how nice the nip looked out there, so...
Okay.
So as we suspected, a blank in the first end. Thinking that we'll see a few more rocks in play here for the second end. So a little discussion on strategy here.
first.
Just debating what they think Team Liu is going to do, or Ryu, sorry.
What are you looking for?
Like, oh.
Looks like they're going to throw the first one in, hoping that their opponents throw the corner guard. If they decide to hit, we could be in for another pretty wide open end here.
Yeah, that's what we want.
Do you think we'll have some rocks in play here?
I'm hoping so, Chris. I think we'll know after after we see what Team Liu does here.
Line's good.
If they throw the corner, I think we'll be in for some action.
Curling
if they
now.
decide to hit it, could be in for another up and down end here.
I think they're going to hit. What do you think?
Well, they were, based on the early end chatter, they were betting that they were going to throw the corner.
Oh.
Ooh, you are wrong, my friend. You are wrong. Are we showing the right end here at least? Are we on
Yeah.
the right?
Yeah.
Some technical difficulties this morning showing you guys the wrong end of the ice. So sorry about that. Thanks for tuning back in again. If you aren't able to make us, you can support us through the stream, which obviously you know if you're listening to us. We're also on social media. What's our social media handle?
At DHD Fall Classic
Nice. So
on Twitter,
please give us a follow. We'll be
Facebook page.
Oh yeah, and the Facebook page, Twitter. You'll have Chris posting hilarious stuff like me helping out with the ice this morning
Line's
and
good.
all sorts of other shenanigans. So
Real tight.
please give us a follow, and
Real tight.
we
Hey,
might
get
even
off
follow
then,
you back.
not in.
Always follow back.
Yeah, we always follow back. We're a good
Running
good
like it's
Twitter.
heavy. We're going to be in.
Don't think they want this one in.
Okay, no harm.
Oh,
Better than 2 feet over. Yeah.
little deep there, but they don't seem too upset about it. I think that's what we would call the pro miss. Now this Team Liu, Chris, didn't they haven't they curled in the Olympics before?
I believe that is the case, and I think they're going this year as well.
Nice. It's quite the field we get down here at our lovely little curling rink. Anytime you have Olympic and world champions and teams from right across the globe coming to our little neck of the woods, it says a lot about the hard work that you and your team put on and the wonderful ice conditions and everything we do for the event. So thanks for that, Chris. Without all your hard work, it wouldn't be possible.
Well, thank you. It's a lot of fun.
Yes! Yes! Yes, 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 yes! All right! Just got it. Whew, just got it. Yeah, probably for that spot. Yeah. Yeah. That's one of those ones though, the probably only way you miss it is being, you can be normal up and probably be good. Right?
Another fairly open end here. There is the one corner guard, which we could see come into play. But otherwise, looks like the teams are pretty content to just run her up and down the sheet and play another one pretty wide open here.
That corner guard is quite a ways up there. I don't think it's really guarding much at this point.
She's a little out in the weeds.
You could probably even get around it with your out turn.
Yep! Yep! Lead, good sweep. Nice throw. Thanks for letting me know the weight. You said.
Where's this Team Ackerman from, Chris? Are they from
From Saskatchewan.
From Saskatchewan? Okay. They were here last year, weren't they?
Yeah, they're from Regina. They've been here, I think, almost every year we've had the spiel.
Yeah, we've been very fortunate that most of the top teams keep coming back year after year, which we really appreciate, and I think says something about.
If you have money and good ice, you'll get good teams.
That's all it takes, eh? Is just money and good ice, and
I think so. Yeah.
if you build it, they will come.
Exactly.
But yeah, lots of familiar big names out here this weekend. Taking time during a Thanksgiving long weekend to spend it with us.
Looks
so,
like we have another boring end here, Adam. You at story time or
story time?
you gonna promote your pint party tomorrow night again?
So yeah,
or?
we do have a party going on tomorrow night. If you're by the curling rink, if you're downtown, I suggest you come here and then come with me. We're hosting our Oilers Nation season opener party at the Pint downtown, and we're actually donating all the proceeds from that night to the victims of last Saturday's terrible attack in downtown. So come down, spend some money.
More importantly, come down to the Crestwood first.
Well, absolutely. That's what I said. Come
Adam
here.
will buy some drinks if you come down here.
Yeah, I'll buy all the drinks at the Pint because thankfully they don't charge me for them. But Chris did offer to buy for anybody who's listening here. So come find Chris in the broadcast booth. Mention this comment, and he'd be happy to buy you a drink.
First person to come down from the live stream gets a drink.
Probably the second as well. So yeah, a little bit of a boring.
Did we miss anything out there? I haven't really been paying much attention to this stuff.
There's 0 rocks in play right now. We could give the guys an update. Looks like on sheet 1, Team Adam Casey took 2 in the first, so a good start for them over our good friend Teddy Appleman. Anything else?
Yeah, we have blank end on sheet 2.
We got blank end on sheet 2. Sheet 3, on my screen, it's showing a final and 4 ends, which I think might need to be updated slightly. I don't think that's correct.
Well, they haven't put up the score yet, but I think Morris may have got one there.
On sheet 5, looks like it is 2-0 for Team Morizumi over Team Kim. And we had a blank end on sheet 6, so a lot of up and down. Keeping it pretty open.
How's the breakfast poutine treating you so far this afternoon?
So far, so good.
Hungry yet?
Not yet, but probably by the time this game's over, might have to maybe have a regular poutine, the lunch poutine, and then maybe go for a dinner poutine as well, just to get my fill before a big Thanksgiving meal.
It'll be ready to go tomorrow night.
Oh, you betcha. Thanks to our good friends at Nosh Catering for taking care of us this weekend. If you've never had a breakfast poutine, I highly recommend it. You may want to consider splitting it with 2 because it is quite large and very filling.
I like how you took the tomato out of yours.
Well, they didn't. I don't know why anybody would ruin a perfectly good breakfast poutine by putting a tomato in it. But I'll have a talk with our boys downstairs and let them know next time not to waste a perfectly good tomato on somebody like myself. If it's at all healthy, chances are I'm not interested in eating it.
Hey, we're on skip stones.
We are on skip stones. There is 1 rock in the house. I'm guessing that rock's going to be removed here right away, and we're probably going to see another blank. Which not bad for Team Ackerman. You do want to generally try to control the play in the even ends with hammer. I know that's become a big thing lately.
Yeah.
These top teams, they think about everything, whereas us amateur curlers, we just try to score in any end that we can.
Oh, does it stay in play? Oh, freeze action here. Oh, this could be a what they call a dirty deuce here.
The dirty skips deuce. That's a curling reference, people. Just that is an actual curling reference there. So.
Oh. Love those hacks.
Some very nice compliments from Team Ackerman on the ice condition and the hack height. So thanks for that, guys. We really appreciate it. We try our best. And big shout out to.
Did you put the hacks in this year?
I didn't put the hacks in. No, I was not asked. However, I would have. But you know me well enough to know that I'm not very good with the manual labor. So yeah, it looks like he's gonna throw a freeze out here real wide. What we like to call kind of out into the weeds. So we'll see how this slides and curls. It
looks fairly close.
Looks-
Maybe a little light.
looks close, a little short, I think. Yeah, yeah. She's.
Line was impeccable, as they say.
I find it tends to be a little bit slower when you're throwing it out to the wings, like that, don't you, Chris?
Yeah, it definitely curls more out there, so gotta give her a little extra.
Heel.
Yeah. So so you're saying the more curl, typically the slower the rock, 'cause it's actually traveling a further distance. Is that correct?
It does make sense. Yes, thank you.
All right,
Yeah,
for all of our viewers at home, that is some very important information.
those straight ice 16-seconders are hard to come by.
Yeah, the some of the country rinks with the straight ice tends to be pretty quick because of rock.
Hey,
is,
don't rip on the country
No,
rinks.
I'm not. There's nothing wrong with it.
Could be
I'm just
any
saying
rink.
They tend to.
I've played many country rinks that curl a lot.
They do, but they do tend to be faster because you don't get as much curl on it. So the rock is in fact traveling less distance. Correct?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, last rock. Going for the blank here. I think he's going to be close.
If I was a betting man, I would bet on him making this. Pretty simple for curlers of this level. He can hit anywhere from a third to a half to. It looks like he'd almost nose it and still stay out of the rings. Definitely want to be a hair on the high side. This one looks to be pretty close here.
Just like we said,
Yep.
nose is good.
Yep, nose is good. So another blank here on our feature sheet. Looks like they might be trying to conserve some time on the old time clock.
Yeah, yeah. As I stare out there looking for the time clocks, I don't find any, but
But you know, it's good to practice for the big events later on in the year to make sure you do have enough time on these pretend time clocks that we
Yeah.
haven't brought out this year.
yeah.
Why don't we do the time clocks at this event, Chris?
Good question. You
Well,
know,
you're the brains behind this whole operation.
I would
Good
say
time.
we don't have enough volunteers to do that.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I guess you would need somebody on every sheet.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Didn't think about that. It does require a lot of manpower.
And we don't have time clocks.
Well, for any of you out there listening, if you have time clocks and you want to volunteer for next year, we would
Like
love
it.
to put your
Right,
clocks
boys.
on display and have you out here. If you volunteer, the bar will usually buy you at least your first drink. If you ask Karen really nicely, sometimes even the second.
Okay, do whatever you like. Top 4 is perfect. Good judge, fellas. That's
Alright,
good.
So first one of the end goes in, just top 4.
This will be a hit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Looks like-
Story time again.
Yeah, it looks like we might be in for another slowish end here. Team Liu choosing to hit this one because it's an odd end. Is that why,
I would
Chris?
say, yeah, he's taking the hammer to the 4th, hopefully, and
So last end we saw them throw up the corner, trying to generate a deuce in the even end, but now with it being an odd end, you see them actually deciding to hit it.
will we see a guard? Nope.
No,
Hit time. How about those Oilers, Adam?
yeah,
That Connor
yeah.
McDavid kid is.
I think
He's fast.
I think he might be something. I think that might
As
have been a
a
good pick for us a couple years ago.
Edmontonian all my life. It's a real treat to have both him and Wayne Gretzky as play as Oilers.
Yes!
As somebody said last night on Twitter. Oh, I think he's a little tight.
Yes! Yes! Okay, good.
Good sweep.
Good voice on that guy. That guy has got a good voice on him.
If we knew how to turn it down, we would.
Yeah. If somebody knows how to work this fancy panel in front of us, please let us know. We're yet to figure out how to actually turn it all down. So yeah, pretty wide open end here.
Might be time for a beer here.
I think that's actually a great idea, Chris. If anybody's listening, that's by the bar. If you would like to bring us a beer, we would love that. Shout out to our friend Adam Enright for finally following me back. I've been following you for about a year now, Adam, and you finally gave me the follow back on Twitter. So shout out to Adam. If you're not sure who Adam is, he was the fifth man on Kevin Martin's gold medal winning Olympic team back in 2010. Very fine fellow. Lives out in Camrose. Very nice curler, Adam. He was here last year, wasn't he, playing with Team Appleman?
Oh, he is on T. Alpin's team right now, but farming is getting in the way.
Oh yes, it is harvest time. So if you're out there listening, Adam, we miss you. I miss seeing you at the Camrose men's spiel. Would love to get the invite back and play.
That was your favorite spiel, wasn't
it was good times. We played some barnyard basketball at like 2 a.m. Was good times, real good times.
The riding lawnmower in the circle was one of my
good,
favorite.
Yeah, we almost died of gas consumption. It was good times had by all. Except for the one night at the casino when they got there and were no longer serving booze.
At like 12 o'clock.
That was a bit of a debacle.
How's the end looking out there?
Very boring. Not a lot of action on this sheet. Unfortunately, we don't have the technology to show you highlights from other sheets, but we're working on it. Maybe in 5-10 years we'll have that kind of technology out here.
Oh, tight again.
Whoa!
Oh, might have a guard here. I don't think it's gonna matter.
Worked out okay for him, apparently.
Yeah. Slid fine, he just helped it.
So looks like he's gonna probably try to hit and roll in here. I don't think they would want to keep a center line guard. Yeah, just a little roll into the rings.
Maybe when our assistant here, our friend Steven's done updating the scores, he can go buy us a drink.
That would be wonderful, Stephen. If if you felt so inclined, we would greatly appreciate it.
If I didn't want one, the answer would be no. Since they do
He wants one, so that's good.
That is good.
Nobody at the bar seems to have walked over and bought us one yet. So
shout out to our friendly bar staff. We do love them, but please don't forget about us sitting in the corner here. We're trying to keep our legion of fans entertained here, and don't want to get up and leave you hanging with all this exciting action here. Maybe next end we'll see a couple rocks in play.
doubtful.
Well, I think next end we'll see some rocks in play. I think both teams would like to see somebody score.
Would you go around this, Adam? Or is it in?
Oh, that's in.
Ah, jeez.
No, not without hammer. Without hammer, you're not going around.
Well, why? You want to force him in the third end, don't you?
Yeah, but I don't think you ever really want to be.
I thought you were Mr. Aggressive.
I am, but you got to be you got to pick your spots, and I do not think this is a spot that you know, coming around a corner guard without, I think is just asking for trouble. So
Rock, boy.
now you could end up even forcing them with that, but I think both teams have conceded that this is probably going to be a blank end, barring any kind of wide open miss, and then we'll move on to the fourth end.
Slitchinski knows that blank. Slitchinski knows the blank. He must have.
She was blanking too.
I got everything but there.
Might have something here. Looks like we're
What?
gonna have a bit of a mistake here.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, this is good brush by the boys there, but
Yeah, that's a miss.
that is definitely a miss. That now, granted, you know, you don't really want to be behind the tee line, but at least behind the tee line, you might give them something to freeze to. But the way these guys can peel, pretty tough to make it perfect.
Yeah, he would never be freezing if it was behind the tee line at this point of the end.
No, I guess you're really risking. So, yeah, bit of a mistake. That was a bit of the amateur
So they
miss.
just underthrew that one, and not this is a fresh spot of the sheet. You know what I mean? Should be good.
Nice jackets on Team Ackerman. I do like those.
Oh, there you go.
Very stylish, sleek looking.
Go for it.
So shout out to Team Ackerman for having the nice team jackets.
What would you like?
I would like a Bud Light, please. Our finest Bud Light. Do we have Bud Light on tap now?
Yeah.
Oh wow! So for all of those listening, we now have 8 kinds of draft here at the Crestwood. I would love a pint of it. Thank you.
Real good, boys.
So if you haven't checked us out in the last couple days, shout out to Bobby Popel for actually doing something for the club for once and installing some new draft lines. So thanks, Bobby. We really appreciate it.
Keep going, Scott. Very good. Keep going. Keep going. Bite forward. Bite forward. Bite forward. Nice. Good sweep. Good sweep.
Real good shot there. Real good shot there. Nice come around to the top 4. Gonna force the skip here to play a short run back. Certainly not a difficult shot, but one you got to be pretty precise on. More compliments on the ice, Chris. I've been hearing the boys talking quite a bit, and they really seem to be enjoying it, which is always good to hear. Anytime you got top players like this complimenting the ice conditions, it definitely says a lot, because these guys constantly play in the biggest events on the best ice. So shout out to Kevin and his crew, and also myself for these wonderful ice conditions.
Good shot.
Yep.
Like a young Adam Andrick out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I generally throw those real pure, except for when I tend to dump them a little bit, or sometimes get the old Ricky flare. But other than that, when I'm not doing that, it's pretty right down the stick.
Like that.
So might have something here.
Trade more. Yeah.
So I mean, really, all he's got to do. Now, if he just makes this go away and he rolls out, do you ever think they try to play the split for 2, Chris, or just be happy with the blank?
I think they'd be happy with the blank at this point.
Make it go away, first of all. Anything
Looks like it's pretty far out. Too hard.
Yeah, it does look like it's a little further out than what I can tell down here. We are at the opposite end from where they're throwing, so tough to tell. But based on our wonderful camera footage, I can see that it is in fact a little bit further out than I thought.
Yep, Rose. Yep. Clean. Yep. Oh. Good dust.
Yeah, real good shot there by the skipper. So
Could we have another blank maybe?
I'm gonna say that probably gonna see a blank here. I mean, you never know.
Oh, they are the fastest game out there. That's good.
Yeah, no, kudos to them for keeping the pace of play good out here. We do appreciate it.
Oh, they're tight. He's tight.
They're
He's
going
tight.
hard.
He's
They're
tight.
going hard on her. No, it looks.
Oh, well, made the roll. Good
Well,
force.
good
as
force.
they
Yeah,
say.
good force.
Man, we're funny, eh?
Oh, this team Ackerman is just loving the commentating up here. Not sure if they can in fact hear us, but they do seem to be having a good time out on the ice, which is really what it's all about. They seem like good fellows. Had a nice little chat with them out there as we were hooking them up with the mic, and seem like real good guys.
Good.
Well, it's important, you know. It's always you always root for the good people, and they do seem like good guys. As I find with most curlers, there's very few curlers I've met that I wouldn't sit down and have a beer with and enjoy doing so.
How is your beer?
Well, let me see. Wonderful.
Probably
Very
cold,
wonderful.
fresh lines.
Cold, fresh. Just you did a heck of a job, Bobby. So thanks for that. Only took
Hopefully
10
we can get Bob on the mic here maybe tomorrow or tonight.
Oh, is Bobby gonna make?
I think tomorrow. Tomorrow, better chance
he's
tomorrow.
gonna make an appearance.
Are you here for any draws tomorrow?
I could be. I definitely.
That
could
sounds
be.
like a no.
No. I just need to find out. I may be attending the Ryer tomorrow. Actually, are you familiar with the Ryer?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
And
so
how do you get involved in that?
I got an invite from the Mr. Yukon Jack himself to attend the Ryer. For
Shouldn't you know by now if you're going or not?
Well, I'm waiting on Wanye to let me know the reason he wants to go.
You're third up in line, or
No. We're going together. I'm just not sure when.
Line's really good.
Yukon's trying to hook Wanye up with a lady friend at the Ryer. So
I mean, sounds good. Sounds like a real peach to me.
yeah,
A real gem out there.
if you're unfamiliar with the Ryer, it is it's Shuffleboard's version of the Briar, held in the hall in Sherwood Park, sponsored by Canadian Club Whiskey and Highgard Pizza Subs. Sounds like my kind of a good time.
You're really dropping sponsors outside of our own sponsors here.
I'm just letting people know what else is going on this weekend.
Team Kennedy.
So it looks like we might see a little bit of action this end. Got a couple guards up in front and one just kind of top four. So might see a few more rocks in play here.
I think we already have. We have 3.
That I believe
It's the most we've had, I think, all game.
I think it is.
3 for 3.
Looks like they're playing what, just kind of a soft weight hit.
Whoa! Yep!
Sounds tight.
Yep! Yep! Yes! Okay, clean.
Oh, had her the whole way.
Wait.
Duster in there, boys. Duster in there. That Jason Ackerman's got a real set of pipes on him, I'll tell you.
Yeah, he certainly does.
I'd
That was perfect weight control, actually, there, Adam. If you notice, that rock just went through the house.
Yeah, no, as I was saying earlier, these top teams, they really do control their weight. They're really able to, not overthrow it, throw just enough to remove the stone, and it does allow them to control it a lot better with that little bit quieter weight. Another real nice quiet weight hit. Seeing that a lot more in competitive curling. Just throwing those, back line to hacks just enough to get it out, and makes controlling the roll, the line, and all that a little bit easier.
Yep! 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 Yes! 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 I think so. Got it.
Yeah, I think he's almost dead buried behind that one.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good. And again, seeing the difference, if they had thrown, normal, even control at that's rolling right out of the rings. So a nice weight control. I do feel like that's something we could maybe work on the Monday nights, Chris. I know you can't always
Weight
count.
control?
I know you can't always count on us throwing the right weight, but I feel like there's times where we could maybe throw that board to kind of control-ish weight and might just bring our game to the next level.
I was kind of just waiting for the season to get going a little more, so you have a little more, the feet under you a little better, so you have a little more control of your game.
Not
Have
that
you thrown a hit this year?
Not that I would. I've thrown a couple. Now, have I made one? I'm not sure, but I definitely have thrown a few.
You're no pork chop Gardeski on the old peels, that's for sure.
Oh,
Eh?
he was something to watch the other night. He's the only guy I've seen that likes to make the peel across the face, other than myself.
It's good.
What's going on? What's this call here, Adam? Are they ticking this one? They're trying to hit and roll for a corner, 2 corners. Just when I thought we'd have lots of rocks.
Yeah, a bit of an interesting call there.
I think he was just trying to hit and roll for 2 corners, but I would assume a peel here. Oh, the center guard. All right.
So why would you try that as opposed to just coming around the corner guard that you already have?
Great question.
Yeah, I'm a little.
Just trying to keep the center open for maybe if he needs it for a draw for one at the end, I guess. If you do make the shot and have 2 corners, I mean, good chance to score 2.
Yeah, but yeah, interesting call. I mean, if you make the come around real good, they peel. You either throw the guard and they're continuing to peel, or you split the house. Seems like a pretty easy deuce to me, but I'm certainly not an expert.
Looks like we're heading towards another blank.
Do we throw up this guard or we just hit? Do we throw up this guard or we just hit?
Yeah, aggressive call here from the skipper. Want him to throw a guard. A little bit of conversation between the front end.
He's going to peel on this one. And then we can make
I think you throw a guard up for sure.
Yeah, well, you do. They would. I think they would like to score here. Well, I guess you blank it, but he said you do typically want to score in the even ends.
Just slide forever. Line's good. Take a look, guys. This one's going to slide. It's going to slide. It's going to slide, guys. Line's really good. Nice rock. Good judge, guys.
Just fabulous ice conditions out there. Rocks.
Did you notice that red rock in the back of the house?
I did, absolutely. Yeah. No,
Maybe they'll be freezing this one.
no, I think
Uh-oh.
that's what they were hoping for.
Might as well take advantage.
Yeah. Although we did hear them say that that rock's almost
Just
halfway,
fight the 8.
and they were talking about needing to be a little bit deeper on those guards with all the curl we're seeing out here. They think even dead buried that you can get around it with enough weight to remove it. So kudos to Kevin. Thanks again for the
And Adam.
And Adam, yeah, I was out there and getting my nip on. which was first time ever, but pretty simple.
Oh, whatever. You can come in here.
Line's good. Yep.
So
Line's real good, boys.
Line's good. Line's good.
Line's real good. Just
Line's
top
good.
12.
Fight
Just
the 8.
top
Line's
12.
perfect. Line's perfect. Fight the 8.
This one looks to be
Fight the
pretty good here. Might even see it pop out the other side here.
Okay, good shot.
Yeah, real good shot there.
Good sweep, boys.
is it say in the rules? Okay. Because we were order of merit doesn't matter, but I figured the event might have a rule, so I just think I need somebody for the rest of the weekend, so we're thinking what Sarah. So I'm not exactly sure what I thought. I think it's not
Shitty. Yeah. Nail.
Best one on the event. That mattered because that was what I was thinking.
Good thing. Thanks,
We're gonna ask Sarah to come and play.
Yeah.
She probably be the best one.
Probably. Yeah.
Thank you.
You bringing kids out or?
They're here. Yeah.
Oh, they're here?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. I know. Excellent. Yeah.
Great.
Okay. Yep. Don't know what's going on. I don't know. It's probably not. Yeah, it's not.
Hard! Hard!
You probably missed 14-7.
Yeah, good point. Is it slowing down at all yet?
Oh, it's still sliding pretty good coming in. But I think you can go with that. I think you can be 14-7 and we'll be good.
14-7.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we don't want to, like, full 8's perfect, guys. Any deeper than that, it gives them that double pretty easily. Oh, no double there. Never mind. I didn't realize it was dead buried.
Well, no, they ticked it. They ticked it to make it dead.
Yeah, I just thought they ticked it further than that. Yeah,
And-
it's a good opportunity here.
We weren't actually talking there.
Oh.
I had shut off the recording. So anyway, yeah, some good action here. We have our fabulous ice maker Kevin here with us again. He's got the stopwatch out. Timing these rocks,
that's too
making
much
sure
ice,
that they're staying consistent
Tighten that up, Kurt.
from end to end. It is fairly
Oh.
normal to see it slow down a little bit throughout the
They
game.
just tightened up the ice. I don't like it.
No, you think that
This could be a rack here.
still looks like pretty good ice. I mean, he's taking edge of the 8.
Pretty good.
This one top 8.
What do you think, Kev?
Once she goes, she goes.
Line's good. Clean if you can.
I guess we'll see.
Clean if you can.
Might be a hair heavy here. The boys haven't laid a broom to her.
Okay. Let's sit. Let's sit. Let's sit. Gotta sit. Gotta sit. Gotta sit.
Looks pretty good. All on his own. Oh, that is magical.
It's like a young Kevin Beauchamp out there, eh? Just
Oh, yeah.
magical.
If you come down and
Hey, Kevin was pretty pumped on Monday night. He beat Bob Popel.
I did see that they whooped him, didn't they?
I think he's still smiling. Look at him. I don't want to tell you what Kevin was motioning over there, but
Everybody, well, that's his pebbling motion, isn't it?
he pebbled him up, did he?
Pebbled him right up, yeah.
What do we got going on here? Run back. This is might need to make this one, Adam.
Yeah, well, this
3-ball here.
This looks like it's their last shot at the end now. Yeah, could make a dirty roll.
Oh no, he's going through the port,
What?
trying to hit and roll to the button. Look at this.
Interesting. Interesting call here. I mean, it's probably there, but I haven't seen a lot of action out here. Ooh, that is not good.
A little tap for 3 here.
Uh,
Oh, that came out of nowhere, eh, Adam?
2
Yeah.
inches, right? Yeah. So,
Tranos out of nowhere.
Right there. So take, I'm throwing just like 6 feet more weight, or like 10 feet more weight, right? Yeah. Pretty much take the same ice. Same ice? Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. You like that, Chris? Take about the same ice. He's gonna throw a little bit more weight at it, but I think this should
Like
be
10
pretty
feet more
close.
You know what? I kind of don't like it.
No.
I would rather throw a little more weight and less ice. Like, throw a good hack.
Well, it is partially buried.
I think if he throws the weight to make the shot, he might not make it.
I think he's gonna be
Should be
pretty
close,
close here,
eh?
Chris. In fact, I'd almost be
Yeah.
willing to bet the
Feels
next
like
round of
6
drinks that our boy's gonna
Yeah.
make it here.
That's too easy.
No comment. No comment from a co-host.
I owe you a drink already, don't I? I haven't paid you my debt yet.
No, you owe me $20. I think it's not just a drink. That's about 4 drinks here at the curling ring.
Mine's good.
3.
Yeah, prices went up a little bit this year, but still very affordable. I think this one's pretty close here. The boys are just
Okay,
oh.
you can go. You can't hurt it. You can't hurt it.
Anytime they got the light dust on it, it's
Hard, Scott,
pretty
hard.
close. They do got to move it a bit.
Hard.
Ooh, just got there. That's why I like throwing a little more weight just to make sure.
Well, a little bit more. I thought he was going to throw like backline to hack. He was just backline, but
Well,
enough
if
to
he would
make it.
have thrown hack weight with that ice, it would have been through. Anyway, good shot. 3 ball.
So 3-1 here, heading halfway through the game. At this time, we'd like to give a shout out to all of our wonderful sponsors who help make this event such a huge success. So shout out to Excel Ventilation and Metal Fabrication, Homestead Developments, Integrity Movers, NWT Promotions, Prism Engineering, Rise Promotions, Titan Flooring and Interior Design, Wild Rose Brewery, and Zender Ford, as well as special thanks to our main sponsor, our named sponsor, Direct Horizontal Drilling. You guys have been with us since the beginning. I think most of these sponsors have been with us from the beginning, so really appreciate it. Thanks for all your support, and hope to continue this event for many, many years.
Line's good. Line's good. Top 4, boys. Curling. Okay, line's still good. Losing line a little. That gets me, boys. Good spot. I need to give him a little more ice. That was my bad.
Tiff's back.
Hello, Tiffany. How are you?
Lunch is over. She's cleaning up.
Yes.
You've made a mess, Adam.
We're not the most organized bunch, but we do find a way to get things done. And Mama Tiff comes in and makes sure that things are neat and organized, and that we don't get in too much trouble.
Do you ever go back and listen to these broadcasts, Adam?
I did actually last year. I went back and listened to a few of them. They definitely get a little more interesting.
Do they sound as good as we think they do?
They're funny. There's some good bits. There's some other bits that maybe get a little bit off the rails. But I actually went back and showed my girlfriend last year.
Line's a little
I might have
tight, guys.
made
Where are we?
a derogatory Saskatchewan comment. So I decided to show her
Yes,
last year.
I think we all remember that.
She did get a kick out of it. I love Saskatchewan, but
I think we're getting off the rails again here.
definitely like to have a little bit of fun with them. So
Real close to perfect.
Fun with like Saskatchewan or the Saskatchewan people?
both. I love people from Saskatchewan. I do love the province. I'll be heading there on.
Is that why you now have a child?
It is actually. If it wasn't for Saskatchewan, I wouldn't have a child, and I'm letting Britt make Maddie into a Rough Riders fan.
What?
I'm giving her that.
No.
much. That's all they have in Saskatchewan.
You can't do that.
That's all they have. I have to give her something.
She'll probably be smarter when she gets older.
Well, I think so, but at least for now, for sake of argument,
Probably a Flames fan too. Then
Never. I would disown her. I'd probably give her up for adoption if she became a Flames fan.
Well, we'll always have this video to go back on.
Maddie, if you're listening to this in 10 years, I love you. Please don't be a Flames fan. So a little bit of action here. Sorry, we're getting a little off the rails. So we got a few rocks in play here. Definitely interesting end here, playing the fifth end. I think Team Ackerman would definitely like to
This one's,
force here.
oh, well, here we go. Here we go.
Whiffer ball. That was a bit of a whiffer ball.
Like a young Adam Mandrick out there.
No, I would have dumped that and missed it on the other end. I tend to not be wide on those ones. My thoughts exactly.
Okay.
Do we got some updates here for our friends listening? What's going on the other sheets, Chris? Looks like we got some close games.
Yeah,
unlike
2-2
this
on
morning.
sheet 1 after 4. Casey with the hammer. Kevin Cooey stole 2 in the second end and then forced to 1 in the 3, so they are up 2-1 with, but in a little bit of trouble here. John Morris is currently down 2-1 to Slashinsky in the 4th with hammer. We have a 2-2 tie in the 4th between Morozumi and Kim. And Team Jamie King up 2-1 on the defending champion Steve Laycock playing the 4th with hammer. We're getting a room makeover here, it looks like.
What kind of popcorn is that, Tiff? That looks delicious. It is, in fact, delicious.
Oh, we have a little meeting here, Adam. We'll let them discuss it.
Timeout?
Rolls out and then they just go around.
Yeah, what else are you gonna do? We're up 2.
You just hit this. He's got to do anything with those. He's putting them side by side.
Yeah, we're shot. You're right. Yeah, agreed.
Real good communication there. Definitely want
we're
to
shot.
make sure you're making the right call. So
And
yeah,
group 'em.
came down, had a little discussion. Everybody seems happy. So
Roll up. Yep. Yes. Hard Kurt. That? Yeah, right call, absolutely.
now I lost my train of thought. Definitely a few rocks in play here. I think both teams wouldn't be too upset with the way this end is so far. Certainly still a chance to generate a deuce here.
Team China's just struggling a little bit here with almost Broom and Wade, everything.
Yeah, we saw that in this morning's draw too. A lot of over curls. Teams not quite used to the ice conditions yet. It's a testament to the conditions that we're seeing out here this weekend. Lots of curl, which is certainly what these guys like to play on. Makes every shot possible to make, and usually makes for some more interesting curling action.
Yeah! Whoa! Clean! Wait. Hey,
Triple hit.
thanks for picking me up. That was a pretty dumb call.
I was trying to get you to watch sheet 2 so you can watch the triple.
inside out peel? Which
yeah,
one?
Yeah.
Slid perfect and just set it more than usual. Just a little set.
Sweet.
I thought it was a hair firmer.
They're probably.
Oh, I got. I got Magic to send him the information.
Had a real nice shot on sheet 6 there. We were just admiring. Real nice run to score 1. Almost had the run triple to score 3, which would have been very exciting. But good shot nonetheless. Follow us on social media for other updates, interesting tidbits about the day, and possibly some additional coverage from up here in the broadcast booth.
Thinking here?
Or rip the corner. I don't see how he scores
Some
multiple.
chirping from the press box here.
Yeah, well, it's it's a tough gig we got.
It's not easy. I feel like the Saturday Night Live sweaty balls here.
Oh, that was a good
They're
skit.
set up with the mics like this.
If you are coming down, please feel free to come say hi to us. We'd love to hear from our fans and viewers out there. And as we said, Chris will happily buy you a drink for mentioning this. So come visit us. We'll be here all weekend. I'm only here for today and tomorrow, and then I'm off to Saskatchewan, unfortunately. But there will be somebody not quite as good as me in the broadcast booth.
Your priorities are lacking.
Well, as much as I do consider curling a priority, keeping my baby's mama and my little girl happy falls just slightly ahead of it. It was close. I did send them off to Saskatchewan by themselves today, so I could be here for at least a couple days. But
there you go.
So, couple rocks in play here. See if they pick up on how much curl that we've been getting out to the wings here. It definitely
Looks a little light. Really light. That's not ideal.
I think they were trying to play a little tap there, Chris.
Yeah, definitely. Can't be light.
Right there, eh? Yeah, just even go right even with him.
Yeah. There. Should be safe, eh?
Yeah.
Foot in front of the T line.
Speed. This thing's pretty close still.
What are they playing here,
Speed
Chris?
same.
I think so.
Drawn out wide side, like trying to just split the
6
rings,
inches in
or
front of the T
God.
line's perfect.
It's dead even.
Looks like it. Right there.
Speed
Dead
same.
even on the other side of the house.
there it is. Thanks to Team Ackerman for clarifying that for us. We really appreciate it.
Pretty close.
Line's good. Right here, guys. Brush down, line's good. Running straight, running real straight. Curling nice now. Where are you? Want to go back here? Okay, it's gotta sit, it's gotta sit, it's gotta sit.
Looks a little heavy, Adam.
Yeah, definitely a little heavy. They did say it looked like it was running a little straighter there. Which
Think he's got anything with those reds over there? Any angles?
Tough to say. I think it's going to take at least a couple. Think Team Ackerman might have just got caught on that center line there. If you you get a little on the outside of center, and it does take a while to break. You get a little inside, it tends to break early. So definitely a tough spot. I think maybe he just got caught a little there, ran a little straighter than he thought, and therefore was just through. Whereas if it catches the curl, probably still at least hangs on somewhere in the rings.
What is going on?
I'm just getting a massage from Tiff here, and it feels wonderful.
Jeez. I don't like seeing those facial expressions ever again.
This is what we actually hired Tiff for, is to make sure that we're nice and loose all weekend.
The room is clean. You're nice and loose. That's great.
And bring us snacks. Tiff's also good for snacks. Snacks and cute kids. She's got a couple of the cutest boys you've ever seen.
So, all of a sudden, a little bit of issue here for Team Ackerman, maybe.
Oh, right now he's got smash that for 3, right? Guess we're conceding 2 here.
Yeah, it's a bit of an interesting situation there.
Yeah, you don't want to leave anything where he smashes this and rolls.
No, right there. But I can't be here. I gotta just anywhere.
Stuck even if you're.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, eh?
Yeah.
Or is it? That's not nothing you can do, or I'll just go bang bang.
You have to be careful where you put this rock not to set up a 4-ball.
But if you go here, you're good.
So one shot, the one draw,
Go here, that's
heavy draw on his first, and
yeah, it's
a
not
bunch
much
of
fun.
trouble coming here.
Changes everything, yeah. Now, would you wouldn't consider going wide away from that, Chris? Would that
Got no choice.
set up a potential
Go right on the center, right there.
kind of run off their own to score a pile? Is that why they're...
Yeah, I don't really know what the best option is here. I don't know
Oh,
if
here it's no good, right? Smashing that for 4 probably. Yeah, just give him his 2. We could go right here. It's perfect.
talking about conceding 2.
Yeah, you never want to do that, but you also don't want to give up a pile here. But
Yeah, it's toast. Right
Pretty hard to force to 1 at this point.
Risky.
Oh, you can slam that in there and stick there, but
He's got this for 3,
you
or
can slam that right in there in your shot, but
this
still
for
got it.
4.
You don't want to make anything for him. So I think we stay away from that. Don't want to make anything for him. Go right here, partially buried.
yeah, that's kind of what I like, Chris. But
So is he going around his blue rock?
tough to see the angles if.
Real tough to be shot.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Good thing is he just threw this path, so he should have a good idea of weight.
Should have a pretty good idea. Like I said, it definitely is gonna hold on center a little bit. Once it starts to move, it'll definitely make a move, but does tend to take a while to cross that center line. So we'll see if he makes an adjustment from the last one. Certainly expect him to be pretty close.
Pretty good.
Line's good.
Yep, go.
Curling early. Curling early.
Hard, boys.
Real hard, guys.
Hard, boys.
Make sure your key line.
Hard, boys.
Line's real good. Hard, guys, hard. Hard, Steve, hard, bud. Go, 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 go. Keep going, keep going.
Good sweep, guys. Close.
So should concede the deuce here.
Yeah, you hear him just say he dumped it a hair. Means
It would have been pretty hard to get shot rock buried there.
Just kind of got it started a little bit and started curling a little bit quicker than the last one. So looks like it wide open hit for 2.
Doesn't have a lot of weight on this one.
Looks to be pretty close. So
Yeah. So good deuce. Good shot by Mr. Leo in his first one there.
Yep. So we're tied up, knotted up at threes, playing the sixth end. Still not a bad situation for Team Ackerman. If they can score here in 6, they should have 2 hammers to 1. So certainly still not a bad spot.
And some chocolate covered raisins.
I'm selling chocolate covered almonds. $3 a box.
Sorry.
I know Uncle Adam will buy some. I should tell. What time are you staying here till?
Midnight.
No, Adam.
Midnight.
I'll tell Owen.
What time's your meeting at? 2?
Yeah. Is he coming here? Yeah.
Spec will be here in 20. Does he want to do some broadcasting?
Story. I should get a guest broadcast.
He is a broadcaster.
By yourself and you're driving too?
Yeah, like ticked and we were T-line, right? I'll mention that to him too. Line's good. Line's good. Full 8, boys. Just full 8. Bite the 8's fun. Curling now. Line's good. Just bite the 8, boys. Losing handle. Hard, boys. Get it in. Hard, boys. Get it in.
Big scrub here, trying to get a piece, and
Picked on him. Yeah.
looks like might just be short.
Just keep in mind. I think you're
They think it maybe might have just grabbed a little bit on him. So a little bit of action here. A couple stones up front. Looks like we're gonna see him come around from Team China. Yeah, could see some action. Very important end here in 6 to control how the rest of the game goes. So I think we'll see Team Liu really press here to force or steal.
There's no back hallway.
Pretty much giving you what I know exactly where he's hiding now. Right by the tunnel.
So pretty nice come around. Maybe slid a hair deep. Looks like they think they can get to it with just board weight. Probably wanted that a few feet further up, make this a little more difficult.
Lead. Yep. Yep. Yes. 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 Hard. Yes.
If I could have everybody's attention for the
Might have been just a little bit
we have a blue ticket here.
a little bit light on that one. They were calling for board. I think that was closer to backline to hack. So real good opportunity for our friends from China here to put some pressure on and potentially even steal this end. Which
You want me to put the home end on here?
Yeah, maybe we could do that. Yeah.
Hey, there you
There
go.
we go. Sorry, guys. We're not professionals. We're trying our best. For anybody upset, you can phone Chris at 780 something 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 something.
Oh, and shout out to Brad. I did change the camera before he texted me, just so that he knows that.
And why aren't you here, Brad? Why are you watching?
I thought you were supposed to be working.
Yeah, exactly. You can't be here because you're supposed to be working, and yet you're paying attention enough to us to text us and chirp us. Get down here, Brad. Be better.
But thanks for that too.
But yes, please.
I thought you were pretty good out of your hand, and you came down more than I thought.
There's a lot to remember up here, like whose mics to have on, whose mics not to have on, which end to show. It's not just simply come up here.
It's
and,
not easy. It's not easy.
No, it's definitely not.
Yep, whoa, yep. Get it. Boy.
Oh, beautiful
It's
shot.
pretty good. Pretty good.
That's really good.
Pretty good.
That guy has a bit of a curling background, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Comes from a fairly well-known curling family, I would
I
say.
believe his name is Russell.
Ah, yes. He
Last name Howard.
Oh, yes. Shout out to Russ. If our friends from
He's probably watching.
If our friends from TSN are listening, looking for any pointers, we're here all weekend. We're happy to help you guys out. If you ever need a fill-in for any of your broadcasts, please reach out to the Crestwood, and they can certainly get you in touch with us. We are available should you need anybody.
Good thing I got that camera changed in time to see that sweet shot, eh?
That was a great shot. Yeah. I think next year we might want to hire a technical producer to handle all this technical stuff and just let us do our job of entertaining our legion of fans.
Do they have those?
8 foot.
Oh, I feel like somebody does. I bet you TSN has a technical producer.
14 and a half.
Quadruple takeout here on 6.
Tightening up
Or
in
a
here.
flash.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Is it updated?
So
Line's good. Yep. Yes.
this one doesn't look heavy.
Real light.
Nope.
Okay.
Just a couple feet short there.
Uncle Glenn would not be proud of that one, I don't think.
I feel like Uncle Glenn's a guy that I would really enjoy having a beer with. I've never been fortunate enough to meet him in my travels, but I feel like he'd be a fun guy to sit down and tip a few back with.
For sure. What happened?
Laycock's name's on there. He is the 2017 champion.
So pretty uncharacteristic miss there from Scott. Opportunity here for Team Liu to sink one around and potentially bring that steal back in play.
Yep, good opportunity here for sure.
Now, not going to be able to be fully on the pin, so not a great opportunity, but still a pretty good one. But I think Team Ackerman's always going to have the pin to draw to, regardless of what happens here. Yeah, pretty good shot there. Not sure if you can make it a whole lot better out there. So we'll see what Team Ackerman decides to do here.
I don't hate this. Hey. You got any daylight? No. Let's just go board. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I like that. Get the top one. That's okay. Yeah. We got one of those reds. 4 to 8.
Yeah, interesting call here. I like it. It's an aggressive call.
I don't really understand it myself, but
Well, Let me explain it to you, Chris.
Thank you.
I think what he's trying to do is throw just a board weight hit.
Hit and roll into the rings.
Yeah, hit and roll into the rings to sit. They'd only be second and third, but definitely does put a little bit of pressure on him.
Hard! Hard!
Well, now you're in a little more trouble.
Yeah, no, that kind of jumped on him there. Might have missed the sweeping call a little bit. Yeah, no, might have just jumped on him a hair. Weren't quite maybe expecting that late finish. Was definitely close, but yeah, now real good opportunity here for Team Liu to potentially steal, if not definitely force here. What's he playing here, Chris? You think he's just trying to?
He was calling another guard.
Now, do you want this one a little bit closer to center, or are you just trying to guard the guard?
Maybe a little closer to center.
You
They'll probably be drawn in
you
for
a little
sure.
tuckered there, Chris? you seem like you might be a little tired.
Feels like about 5 at night.
Yeah, it feels like we've been here for a while now, which we have. So looks to be in not a bad spot. I mean, bit of an angle here where they could potentially get a few different rocks moving.
Yep! Hard! Yep! Hard! Hard! Get out of there.
Not great. Not great. It looked like they were pretty close, but yeah, not angles didn't work out real great now.
Could be some trouble brewing here.
I mean, it is a higher guard, but it's definitely closer to center. Didn't look like they were off by much, but just the slightly wrong angle, and it really changes the way this end's shaping up.
Yep.
So a little discussion here as to what to do. What would you be doing here, Chris? What do you think?
Top cannoli.
Top cannoli.
Yeah. That's top button.
All right. I'm unfamiliar with the top cannoli term. But
I'd
now I
already
know.
have this rock thrown myself.
Yes. One thing I do appreciate you, Chris, is you're very decisive. You make a decision, you stick with it, and yeah, it makes the game.
No point in thinking too much about it, eh?
No, I don't like to think too much about anything. I just do it and see what the consequences are.
Perfect.
Yeah, a lot of discussion here. I don't know what. I mean, they appear to be in a real good spot. I mean, that guard is pretty high, but yeah, I think
They're probably just wondering how deep they want to go.
I think he said he wants it top four. I think was maybe just an inch or two ahead of the top four.
Perfect.
I've been brushing up since last year on my Chinese and my Japanese, so that I could provide that type of insight. To all
A
of
true
our
pro.
viewers,
A
yes.
true pro.
This one looks pretty close. Looks pretty close. Might have to go a hair for weight here, but
Yeah, it's a pretty good shot. Kind of blocks the intern as well to get to that back red one. So
yeah, I'd say it's a pretty good spot. I mean, you know, I think with the swing we see, you could definitely still draw in there for shot, but it's definitely not easy.
You want to be shot here, obviously.
Yeah,
That's where they threw. So I got to go here.
Okay. Yeah, 14-6 I got.
What do you guys think?
looks like he's trying to come right to the
The open one.
top cannoli again, I think, eh?
Top cannoli, yeah. That's
You can use that if you want, Adam,
all right,
from now
that's
on.
not patented. You haven't patented that yet.
No.
Now, truthfully, did you make that up or you picked that up from somebody else?
Corner guard.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't really know. It's been
Been using it
for a
many
long
years, right?
time, yeah.
Yeah, right.
How come when you tell me to draw to the button, you never yell down, just put a top cannoli?
I'm just hoping for the house.
Yeah.
And from what I remember, even if I call it in the house, you just throw a guard anyway, so it doesn't really matter what I say.
Well, it depends. Like you said, I'm just really hoping to keep it in play. You know, I figure most days I got about a 10 to 12 foot window to work with. If it's somewhere within there, I'm usually pretty happy with it.
10 to 12 feet window?
Yeah, well, you know, it's anywhere from
So that's why you're the lead and not the skip.
exactly anywhere from halfway to T line is pretty good. Now, to be fair, though, the skips, you know, with a team like us in front of you, your job's pretty easy. It's not like we leave you very many tough
I
shots.
mean, just guards usually.
Yeah, exactly. Just guard it up all day.
I like it too.
What are they playing here? They changed their mind?
They did not like top cannoli.
Yeah,
They're
so
playing intern hit.
through the hole, eh? That does not look like a.
Little surprised they're not playing the draw.
Does not look like an easy hole to me.
Yep.
Of course, they can see it a lot better, but that is not a ton of room there.
Hard!
Not a lot of air.
Hard! Hard, right to it! Hard! Hard! Sit, sit. Good.
Shot rock or I think red might still be shot. I'm still waiting for a top cannoli here. I think this might be it. Draw another one in there. Don't you?
I think so. Looks like they might be hitting the back one.
Wow.
Which is different.
Very, very conservative call. Sixth end here, I'd probably be going pretty hard for the freeze, but
Yeah, Steele's real good here.
I mean, a great opportunity. You can't. There's no double off that top red.
Yeah, a little surprising here. Not to see him try to just draw a top cannoli and steal one, which in the sixth end is quite good.
Playing for the force. Blinding the curlers out there with that. They're going hard on this one. Oh, that's what he called. So drawn for one here.
Yep.
He's going to hit. Adams has some other meetings he needs to take care of. Tiff's going to get on the mic. So, feels a little more comfortable with the hit here. A little bit of weight here. I think he's good. There's your force. Tiff's going to listen in, but she's a little too scared to say anything, so just say hello, Tiff. Not even hello. So 4-3 Ackerman going to the 7th. Liu will have the hammer. Give a little update of the scores. Casey's up 4-3, playing the 6th without hammer. Kevin Cooey up 3-1, playing the 6th without. Jim Cotter just covered the pin for 1. They're tied up, playing 7. Slashinsky will have the hammer. And Morizumi and Kim are tied at 3, with Kim having the hammer in the 6th. And Laycock cracked a big 4-ender in the 5th end. They are up 5-3, playing 6. Center guard the call. Playing this end for the force. Adam's the man on the mic, so I really have no idea what I'm doing with that. So it sounds like we got Ackerman's team mic'd up for the whole end, which is pretty much okay. Oh, somebody just touched something here.
Yeah, Steve's strategy's helping us out, right? Like that was a good
That's good
spot.
because it opens up for your last one.
Yeah,
What?
absolutely.
We make it perfect. He's got to make a good shot. We miss it like we did. We're still gonna have an open one on your last one.
My throw was okay in the last one.
Wasn't your prettiest, but
No.
Nice come around by China there.
Can't hurt it. Can't hurt it. You can't hurt it. Hard. Hard. Make it good. Hard. Go, 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 go. Good.
Nice freeze, eh, Tiff? Tiff.
I'm just trying to figure out the buttons first. Then I'll talk.
Oh, she might talk.
Is my mic even on, like in moment?
What? Really a good freeze, actually. This one has to curl. Pretty good. Looks like the hit and roll under is there, though. If he makes that, really good.
just board, soft board, like that. Board. Good board. Up.
This one has to curl. Ooh. Well, not terrible, not great. You can almost say the deuce is kind of early setup, but a long way to go. Right, Tiff?
Yeah.
She said, yep. I think you have to the open one here still. Oh my. Yikes.
Just a little quieter in your last one. 6 feet less.
Not sure I'm a big fan of this call. You ever rack the guard? You can keep hitting the open one and set up a double maybe later in the end.
It's good. Left.
Or the run.
Left. Left.
I'd be playing the run before I played this.
Yes. Yes.
Sounds tight.
No, no, we're on it. We're on it.
So, yeah. A lot of Red Rocks getting in there. So, nose double here, I guess. Lie 3. With the hammer. So, over curled quite a bit. Not terrible.
Do you have 3 mics on Ackerman?
No.
One on Lou? You have 2 on you?
Apparently.
How come on every time we switch Lou's, I can still
His
hear
nose?
You're always going to hear them in here. Only to the thing. Okay, sorry about that. Just had a little teaching session.
There, double on this.
I hope my mic's still working. Is my mic still working?
We go here. It's pretty steep.
Man, Adam leaves and everything goes to you know what.
And if he does, we got the double right back. Okay. Clean, clean. Oh, 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 oh. Yep, yep.
Was a good shot. I think you'll see nose hit here. What happened down here? So I think they're trying to hit and roll maybe to the back forefoot, back button here. Stones are starting to get grouped, which probably helps both, to be honest.
Who knows? Control. Lead! Whoa! 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 Sorry, guys. Hey, Kurt.
What happened there, Tiff? I missed it.
Not bad. Our Blues in a good spot.
What? What? He rolled out.
Not quite out.
Not quite out.
Tough to remove that and stick, eh?
So,
You threw it perfect. It was just pound heavy, but geez, it wasn't that bad to roll out.
Yeah.
I think I had max ice for you. You had the hog line. I thought you were good, Kurt. You're a good top host. Great shot in your first, too, man.
you could wiggle those around a bit. You could just straight pick it and lie your 2 without a double. Hard shot for sure.
Great games right across the board, eh?
I'd be tempted to move it around a bit. Another special guest. Club manager Darcy Hyde has made his way in. You want to get on the mic, Darce?
Good day, everybody.
Oh, I heard him.
Come on down and watch some curling here.
He said, come on down and buy us drinks.
That's not what I said.
Give him his 2 if he gets it. Yep. Nothing more.
Tiff, have they decided what they're doing yet? Put the mic this way.
It's not even on. It's not even on.
Yeah, it is. I can hear it.
I'm not recording on mine.
I think they're playing the pick. Nope, I lied. They're not.
Forward to roll it.
Drawing to the open side.
Leaves him a shot
Interesting.
for 3.
Not what I would do, but I'm up here, not out there. I guess you playing this, they virtually have to hit it. Because if you do anything in the middle instead of a double, you're giving up 3.
House right there. Just a little more ice so I don't have to overthrow it.
Conceding the deuce.
Nosing. Trying the nose hit. Nose hit. You'll probably see them freeze if he noses. Then you could be in trouble. Looks a little wide. Perfect. Just like I said.
Better weight, eh?
So freeze here. Would like to probably lie 2.
Nice.
A couple battles going on out here. Kevin Cooey is tied up,
Goes there.
playing
He doesn't
7,
rip it. I mean, he's got a tough
as well as John Morris.
especially
Cooey has the
if
hammer,
he's
Morris
on their
doesn't.
side, too.
Laycock also tied up, playing 7.
So I think we just rip it.
He has the hammer.
Instead of getting cute in the middle, and then all of a sudden
Could be a couple upsets brewing out there. Right, Tiff?
Yep.
Not as talkative as Adam, Tiff. Adam will be back for the afternoon draw. 4:30 draw. 4 o'clock draw. Got there.
I mean, a regular week of curling would go through probably 4 or 5 of those small cakes. Right? That's a regular week. This is
Aaron's got a shot for 3, 2 or 3 over there. Yeah.
well, they're all not going to use as much. Probably by tomorrow, I thought.
So, nice shot there. Did he get 2? It might be line 2.
Blue here. And he's got to play the. He's playing that. Well, yeah, he's got a double, but then. But this is going to be out counting it. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're going to have a blue here and a blue here. Kurt. He makes the double.
Straight on nose.
We outscore him. It's
Yeah.
force. We got the force here. Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Just control it. I'll give you the same way.
Right, right.
That's the ice you had, eh?
So,
Just cross the little nose is good.
Just across nose.
as he said,
Nose is good. Cross nose.
if he dead noses it, it'd probably be a force. But if he's a little off, should be 2.
Yeah, we just clunked this on the nose. They got him forced.
And of course, if he misses worse, it could be real bad. But expect him to make it. Oh, nose hit, force. Did you get that?
Close.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
No. Close. Close.
Looks pretty close.
No. Gotta curl. Gotta curl. Good.
Gives him a chance for 2. Just 2, though. I don't think he can get 3. Precise shot, like I said there, but Tiff, how's your drink?
Empty.
Go get one. Spiced rum. Okay. Intern, board weight, nose hit for 2. Ackerman a little frustrated with how that went there.
As you should, Kevin. As you should.
Uh-oh. Our ice maker's praying, so I don't know what that means. We're only in draw 2. This is not ideal. It's probably praying that Magic doesn't have to come out and help him again. Tiff will go out there and help. Get on the nip, eh, Tiff?
No.
Doesn't look wide here. Really going hard on this one. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. I think it was probably going to go too far. Hell of a sweep, though, to keep her that close. I think it was going to go out, eh? Tiff, what do you think?
It was close.
She said it was close.
Good end, guys.
Real good commentary.
Last heavy, hey?
Anyway, so we're tied up, coming home. So probably no extra end, and you'll be done with us in 20 minutes.
It does.
We build ourselves out.
Okay, let's go, fellas. Let's win this bit.
I haven't. It's all off.
All right.
Let's win this bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Jay? Yeah. Just a pound. Like that curl is, like even if we just keep it half buried, right?
is pretty good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Ooh, big shot coming up on 6.
Just hack. Hack.
So, trying the tick here. I think my mic's on. Mic check 1. Oh boy.
This sounds like rush hour.
Good try on the tick. Put her back and play the second shot.
Good toss. Oh, it's real close. I do too. I thought the weight
So,
was great.
trying the high guard here.
Like, I thought the weight was perfect.
And yeah, bless you out there. Probably see the tick play again. Nope, top 4 this time.
Top 8.
Like that mic on Ackerman's is so loud right now. You can hear like John Morris talking. Can we do anything on the actual mic? Huh. So
But you just touched where Ackerman's at.
very good shot. So call here is to try and go back button. Pretty, not a bad situation for Team China. Double peel is not guaranteed, but if you can get one in a good spot here, could set up well. Really nice shot. So double peel. A lot of tight games out here this afternoon as compared to this morning. We had 2 sheets going on after the 6th end. Every game is going at least 6 out here tonight. Or this afternoon. Yeah, nice double peel there. So, replace the guard. Probably see appeal. We'll do that a few times probably. Then I think Ackerman will have to make a play on something because it's pretty hard to draw that one right now. We want to move it off the button before too late in the end. So didn't curl all the way. I think he might be able to get them all here. Angle's definitely there. This could be the old game shot right here. Could see him play just the blue back too. Because you do have to get that rock out of there, so I'd be tempted to try and get them all here. Game over right here. Real close. Just a little over sweep. Still really good. Should be able to get at that red one now no matter what guard goes up. So let's give a quick score update. Sheet 1, we have Ackerman and Casey tied up coming home. Casey with hammer. Kevin Cooey just scored 2 and 7. They are up 2 coming home without. John Morris stole 1 and 7. They are up 1 without playing Slashinsky. Morozumi is up 4 to 3 and 7 without. And Steve Laycock took 1 and 7. They are up 1 without hammer coming home. A lot of tight games today. So, going after this one in the house, which I think you definitely have to do. Really good shot. It's a good rock. China Liu is going to throw up another probably top 12 here buried. This one's a little heavier than they wanted, I think. I think you have to make a play on it because if if you don't and they put a red run in that crotch there, I don't know how you score. So I agree with this call right now. You could peel the guard, but he's got a guard again, and then you could do it on the next one. But definitely if this was skip rocks, I would definitely be hitting it. So a little wide there, and that is not ideal. If they can freeze one in here, could be trouble.
Maybe you should have peeled.
Skip stone. Oh, we're getting late in the end here. Oh boy. If you can freeze one in here and just move that blue an inch, I mean, you're going to be hard pressed to score if you're blue. I would say that's pretty good. You're going to take at least 2 to get that sucker off there. And, well, you only have 2, so. He's got to try and keep his shooter there. And pretty much exactly what he said. I don't think he has many other options. He's going to have to make a run back to win, I think. If you do try and pick it on that side and leave it right there, he puts another one in top. You have no shot anyway, so.
Your best off just to nose it.
I don't think you're opening up the button with the peel there anyway. I kind of like the first call. Nose hit. He's guarding, and then you're running. Although, you got to make sure that your blue rock will be shot if you do run anything in there. I'm not sure it is. Agreed. I think maybe you do have to blast it. Try and get 2 reds moving.
Well, because you know.
Did not see this one coming. Running the guard back. If you don't make contact in the ones in the house, the game's over. I think they'll be making a change here. Yeah, let's have a chat. I agree. You got to move those 2 red rocks, I think. If you could get to the nose, well. Okay. So if they can get second shot by nosing that, then I think you have to nose it.
To get rid of that back blue one.
Huh?
I think you have to get rid of that back blue one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you do for sure.
Lachinsky just made that double roll buried. Real nice. Really good shot. Pretty sure the red rock wasn't going out to the green. He just gained enough.
I like this too. I think gives you the best chance, I think, to win. The easier shot of the 2 for sure. Even if you do spin off or something, you might give yourself something at the end anyway.
True story.
So board weight, try and get to nose. Hopefully be second shot.
Oh no, he's gonna rack on the guard. Oh.
Wow. That was a hell of a shot by Cotter, eh? So, not a good result there. If they put a red one, I think anywhere top 8 right in front of this rock, I don't know if he can do anything. And like he just said, now I don't. Even if China doesn't throw, I'm not sure he can score. Like if China doesn't do anything, I don't know how Ackerman scores here, but well, he could hit the red and spit that red out probably. I think if you go split center line right, top 8, top 4, top 12, it'll make it very hard. Hey. Are these all off? Huh? They're all off, right? Well, he just dropped an F-bomb out there. Ackerman. Oh, okay, it was off. No, but I just did that before you got here. But Aaron's trying the split. So decided to go with the guard. I think that's pretty good. Maybe skinny off the guard. I think it. What if you hit skinny off that one? Yeah, I agree. Bring the shooter in with a tick there. You probably score. I think it's just as easy as the other one. Hit it where you have to.
He did exactly
No, wait. I think it's definitely there. It's not easy, but it's there. I think intern, makes it easier. Playing the out turn, I like the in, but
I'll do boards on the sheet, or sign boards on the and grab files.
I think it's going to curl. So update, John Morris ended up winning his game. Slashinsky played a difficult split for the win and missed. Adam Casey has a draw to the 8-foot here for victory. Kevin Cooey has a double for the win. Basically. And now we have an in-off here. Oh, missed it by literally half an inch. So good extra end there from China. And they kind of steal a win here. So we'll be back at 4 o'clock tonight with Team Gunlinson versus Charlie Thomas versus Team Gunlinson. So should be a good matchup in the A event at 4 o'clock. See you guys then.